Hello founders, marketers and those who are looking to supercharge their sales in general. You want to book more meetings and it's really tough, especially in this digital landscape, to find tools that work for you that's really easy and really impactful. Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to do that. We're going to basically integrate Google with HubSpot to create a scheduling system that sits on a landing page that you can share with your network. Really easy and really impactful. Now, without these tools, you're making it harder for yourself to book meetings. So what I will do is, if you stick to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to utilize this tool and make it work with your signature. So your signature does the bookings for you. So every time you send an email out, they'll be able to have a call to action to book with you, as well as a way that you can share this across your social media network. Be sure to check out the links in the description. They are affiliate links. They'll give you access to these free resources. They're there to also support my channel as well. Don't forget to also like, subscribe, and also hit that notification icon, and that way you'll receive the latest updates when it comes to me releasing content just like this. Now let's get into it, shall we?
All right, getting started with the scheduler or the appointments. So click on sales and meetings. And on the HubSpot free plan, you can only have one meeting scheduler. And it also says up top, says your calendar is not connected. So that just means you want to basically integrate your calendar, whether it's Google or Outlook. I personally use Google. And otherwise, let's go ahead and configure the session times on the appointments. First thing I'm going to do is just edit the internal name, being what appears within your dashboard only. Next thing you want to do is create the event title. And what you want to do is use tokens where you can. So you basically put a placeholder where it's going to pull data. And in this case, we're using the contact's first name of what they enter. And of course, what they're invited to. Right, next up, let's create a meeting. So whether or not you want to do a physical location, in this instance, let's add a video conference link. Now what you can do, you can integrate this with Zoom or dial-up meetings. I use Google Apps or G Suite. So therefore, when I create a calendar invite, it should by default create a meet link as well to the end prospect who you're inviting. So in this case, let's just act like it's a Zoom meeting. Let's just type that in so we don't need to go through the integration process. In the description, you do want to personalize this, and again, utilize the tokens, the little link at the bottom saying personalize. You can add the company name and personal details and etc. And they'll receive this on the calendar invite confirmation as well as an email as well. So it's good to actually create a nice custom message here. This little area at the bottom is not on by default. So just all you need to do is check this box, and it gives the end prospect or customer a chance to make any changes, and we'll have the links there as well. It's just really handy. And once you're done with that, click on save. Now that's done, the next step is to configure the calendars. And all you need to do is go back to meetings, look at the breadcrumbs at the top, and that yellow box we saw before, your calendar is not connected. Let's go ahead and click on the button to connect calendar. And again, as we all know, I use Google, so just click on that to synchronize and just basically follow the prompts. Right, next step, create a landing page. So go up to marketing at the very top and click on landing pages. Now the HubSpot free version comes only with the HubSpot branding. So if you do want to remove that, you need to upgrade. Click on get started. Label the page, so perhaps SaaS demo landing page. Once you're done with that, click on create page. All right, next step, you can either start from scratch or choose a template. And let's just go ahead and pick this one here. All right, now it's all loaded up. First thing we'll do is change the logo. There's an image that I previously uploaded, and just upload another one that I created. Next, let's look at changing the title of the page. Just make it something a little bit more catchy. Great thing about this template, it gives you ideas of what you need to do on the landing page to make it a bit more compelling. This next section here, no meeting selected. So what we need to do is click on that and click the drop down on the left side and click on the meeting that was created previously. Once you refresh the page, if it doesn't pop up automatically, click a link, but you can see the calendar now is in view, which is great. It's the actual meeting, should I say, the scheduler. And you can see you can change the time zones. You can see what dates I'm available, which is again synchronized with my Google Calendar. And now that's done, let's alter the page a bit further and change the background to start off with. So just click on that backdrop, and you can now change the actual colors of the gradients, the direction from left to right, etc. So I might just choose a cool looking orange and fading into a blue. Now, next section, let's look at this checklist. It says here, create a checklist of highlights. Now, this is great if you perhaps want to, of course, highlight the benefits of why you'd be conducting the demonstration, but you can also do a preparation checklist that you can have as a call to action for a download. So you can do some cool stuff here. So let's just alter that now. Might even add something about download an ebook on how to supercharge your sales. Now that's done. Let's change this image, this stock image here, and I'll just quickly upload something to make it look a bit more appropriate. All right, let's stylize this a bit further. Let's change the color of this button. So if you click on that, and you'll see a drop down saying override default style. So once you check that box, it gives you the options to then choose your own custom colors. So let's quickly get that done now. All right, now the button's all done. Let's look at the footer and quickly customize that now. And we also should customize these social media links as well, or buttons if you will. And you can do that by just clicking on those, and it'll ask you what content you like to change. So again, select the custom color. With the design altered for the actual social media buttons, what you should also do, of course, is link them as well. And by clicking on that and hovering over each of the social networks, you can click on the Add button, and that's where you insert the URL or the link to your business's Facebook page, and also open link a new window as well. It's really important to note. For SEO purposes, you may want to tag that link as do not follow as well. Now with the actual icons as well, you can choose whether or not you'd like to have the icons to be displayed, whether it's just text only as well. And once you're happy with all those settings, we can then go ahead and follow the breadcrumbs, go back to the home page. Now with this next screen here, it allows you to create different elements or modules on the actual landing page as well. So if you did want to customize it a bit further, you can just quickly drag and drop those blocks onto the landing page. Once you're satisfied with your design, next thing we need to do is start configuring the page. So click on the settings up the top, and from here, first thing you want to do is edit the page title. This is really important to ensure that you edit an accurate page title, because that's what will be displayed on links and etc. So let's create something catchy. As this is mostly for events only, we won't worry about the content slug or the meta description. Look, I'd recommend also doing this, so switching on the featured image, and that way when you upload your featured image on search engines, it will come up when you share the link as an example. Now that's done, let's look at the optimized section, and again this is for a landing page, so we don't need to worry much about it, but you can really get into the granular detail and customize each different section, H1 tags and meta descriptions, and you can actually run a test as well. Really handy stuff, but again, this is a scheduling landing page. Cool thing about the landing page, once you hit the publishing options, you can either publish it now, schedule it for later. You can also schedule an end time, for example. It could be a timed event, webinar, and etc. And you can unpublish the page on a specific date, which is awesome. And once you're happy with all those settings, all you need to do next is click on the publish button. Now the page is all published. You'll notice it defaults on performance. So this gives you a view once you start getting traffic of the analytics as well. And you can then look at optimization, inbound links, internal links. Again, we don't need to worry about it as this is scheduling landing page. Click the link to view the landing page. You can see the scheduler embedded, which looks really good. And scrolling down, you can see what you gain. Everything looks fantastic, and this is what your prospects will see. With your landing page up and running, so the question is what to do with it. So as promised at the very beginning, I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks on what you can do with this landing page, which the idea is to help supercharge your sales as well as your marketing efforts. Let's dive into them now. First tip I'll give you is utilize the landing page that you created for software demo bookings as an example for within your email signature. So again, I use G Suite or Google Apps. And I'm going to quickly show you how I do that within Google. And it's quite simple or similar, I guess, in some instances if you use Outlook or Apple as an example, Mail. So let's look at Gmail. If you scroll down, go all settings, and there's your signature block. I'm going to create a new one. We'll call it demo booking as an example. Click on create. The idea is to insert a button here. So it's create a sign off for the signature. There are several ways to insert an image into a Google signature, but the best way I have found is using a Google Doc. And the idea is to create a blank document, and you create or change the share settings to, instead of it going from restricted, change it to anyone with the link. Once you've done that, you can then insert the button. So the idea is you can just copy and paste an image now into the Google Doc. So I'll just drag one in that I created earlier. And then from there, what you do is just click on the button that you've now created in the Google Doc. Control C or copy it, Command C, and then go back over to your Gmail and then paste it directly into your signature. Next, you want to link the button, so just highlight that and click on the link icon, the URL icon. From there, what you want to do is just navigate over to your landing page within HubSpot, copy the link address, and go back onto your email, and then paste it in the web address. So hit OK once you're done. Now to check to see if the button's been linked, just click on it. And there it is, go to link, it's all embedded. And let's test it out now, so save changes. Let's compose a new message, expand that to full screen, and what you want to do is go to the very bottom and you'll see like a little pen icon, insert signature, and let's select the one that we just created, and there it is. You click on the button, go to link. That is the first tip. The next tip I'll give you is utilizing LinkedIn. So when you create a post, embedding your link so people can book a time with you. With your LinkedIn profile now open, let's start a new post. And just enter in what you want to say to your network. And there, paste in the link via the HubSpot landing page. And you can add hashtags in too, so marketing, sales. It's suggested, and once you're happy with that, click on the post button. And there we go. It is out to the world, to your network, and you can see that the link has been embedded in the post. And this is a great way for you to reach out to your network and actually drive more leads as well.
Thanks for watching. I do hope this video has really helped you supercharge your sales and marketing efforts, especially when it comes to booking more meetings. Don't forget to check out those links in the description, and I'll see you on the next video.